Hello, friends. Hello, hello. My name is Janessa Oriel, and I'm the head of community here at Sell with Amy. And I am so excited, as always, every Thursday to be able to be here live with you. Now, if you're here watching live, thanks so much for joining me today. Go ahead and drop in the comments. Let me know that you're live so I can say hello to you. Let me know where you're checking in from because it's my favorite thing to see friends checking in from around the world. If you're here for what we like to call our after party, or our replay, we like to call our replay our hashtag after party. Hi, Danielle. Go ahead and let us know that as well because we want to make sure, or we really want to make sure to acknowledge the time that you're spending here. Thank you so much. It's good for you. It's good for your business. And we are thrilled that you have decided to join us again, whether it be live or via the replay. So I am just clicking around things. I am really excited to be here because, hello, it is December 9th. I had to double check the date. It is so close to the end of the year. We're 23 days away. How do I know? My app will tell me at the top of my personal dashboard. Now, I want to cover a few things. With it being almost the end of the year, we're really nearing shipping deadlines, and so we're almost at the end of those holiday season sales. And so this is the time that you've been hustling, and we know you've been hustling because we've seen actually when people are out there and working really hard with their businesses, there actually tends to be less follow-up and work done within the app. That's a general rule. It's not anything negative, of course, but as you're out there doing the sales, sometimes the follow-up definitely takes a little bit of a back seat. Sometimes the customer care takes a little bit of a back seat, but that's to be expected because, again, knowing those holiday season sales can only happen in a very short window. People are ready to shop when they're ready to shop. We want to tackle. Hi to Stephanie and Jacqueline. Thank you so much for joining. So I wanted to talk about, now that we're here, I wanted to say, and I had notes and I can't see them, so give me a minute. I wanted to be able to highlight we're really at this point, we want to start to plan for 2022. We're wrapping up the 2021 goals. I would love to hear if you achieved the goals that you set for your business at the beginning of 2021, or if you're new to the business, I'd love to know if you achieved the goals that you set for yourself when you joined your company, if you joined this year. Right? Typically when people join, they have some goals. Hello to Lillian. She's coming in from Ontario. And so typically we want to go ahead and make sure that we're taking a look at the goals. Now, if you blew your goals up like out of the water, maybe you started using Amy this year and your goals went like we anticipate. As mentioned previously, we have some studies that have shown that 34%, those that use Amy earn 34% more in commissions than those who don't. We have that in regards to looking at individuals who have downloaded the app and haven't used it versus have used it. So I really want to talk about consistency in your business, whether you achieved your goals or whether you didn't. We want to make sure that even when the seasons get busy, whatever busy looks like to you. Busy could be running your children to practices. Busy could be working, it may be the busy season in your day job if you have a day job. Busy could be visiting with family because there is some health issues that you want to make sure to tackle those and spend time where you are most needed. There are a million reasons to be busy, right? And it's so easy to get lost in the things, and make sure one of the benefits of this business is you can set your priorities. If you've got someone that is ill and you need to be with them, that's the benefit of this business, is you can put your business on hold and you can set it aside for a little bit. But it's important to make sure that you achieve the goals that you have set, no matter if it be for the month of December versus the entire year of 2021 or the year of 2022. It's most important to do small daily steps to be able to achieve those goals. Consistency is key, right? Just like a gym membership, I always use the gym membership, or if you have some sort of at-home apparatus and device and you pay for a monthly subscription or whatever you happen to do, you have the ability to ignore that gym membership or device or whatnot, or you have the ability to make it a priority, even if it's for a short period of time. I'm going to encourage you to take a look at this business expense you see sitting next to me right here. And I want you to see the app as it is a business expense for our friends. Now make sure to chat with a tax professional, but I can assure you if there's ever a business expense, it is Sell with Amy Pro. So if you're not on Pro, please tackle that. There is a discount if you were to enroll for the year. Of course, it's $77 for the year for US. The other countries or the other currencies, I don't recall the exact amount. I believe it's $10.99 a month, $7.99 a month for those in the US. I think the other currencies is $10.99. My apologies, I should have had that up. Irrespective, this is something that you can write off on your taxes, whether you do the yearly, which makes it easier because it's a single line item as opposed to being 12, right? 12 item monthly versus the single line item. But the goal is, if you're going to pay for it and we want to make sure that you're consistent with it. Hello, squirrels. They're here strong today. So, Jacqueline's like, you did your hair? I like it. Yeah, I had some layers cut in and I have some bangs that I'm still getting used to and whatnot. Thank you. Squirrels are strong. My point is, all right, we're going to get back to it. So 2021, we want to make sure that you've finished strong and you're taking the busy holiday sales that you're getting right now. And if you already have those in app because your company has a partnership with Sell with Amy, that's awesome. Congratulations. Go ahead and tackle those to-dos. Make sure you're connecting with your customers because there's so much busyness out there, not only for you, but for your customers as well and your contacts as well. We want to make sure that they are seeing and hearing from you and they are getting that, I don't know, someone is caring about them, right? In the busy and the hustle and the bustle, I can assure you that a big box store has not reached out to the customers and actually said, hey, do you like your experience? And if they did, they're doing it as a mass marketing campaign, and it's like a survey that says, how is your customer service? And that's not the type of customer service that you provide because you're not a big box store. So we want to make sure, hi Kathy, that you genuinely are connecting with your customers even during the busy time of year. Even if they don't respond to you, it doesn't mean they didn't see it and didn't think of you and your company, okay? So if you have Amy, we want to make sure that you're using it, even during the busy season. Just a few minutes a day, tackle a few to-dos. Don't be scared to reach out, even if it's busy for you, even if it's busy for others. Have faith that this is going to be great for you, great for your business, but genuinely great for those that you're following up with, particularly if you have a consumable product, because if they're close to running out, it's on their to-do list to reach out back out to you, right? That is, no one needs that. If they go to use your product and they're like at the end, whether it be a consumable, whatever, if they're at the end and they're ready to order and you reach out just to say, I just want to check in and see how you're doing, then it's going to be beneficial for everyone involved, okay? So consistency is key. We talked about tax write-offs and how Sell with Amy is an excellent tax write-off. We want to make sure that you're using those tax write-offs. If you're spending money on your business, make sure that you're using them, Sell with Amy included. It's one of those things when you go through tax season next year, if you're on it and have been on it all year, and there are tax related companies out there that will help make sure that you manage your expenses. I don't know about you, but we've seen the vast majority of people don't actually use those softwares, and they're there. They may have even subscribed to them, but not necessarily use them on a monthly basis. And then you end up with like the shoebox of receipts in March, trying to sort through and file and organize and figure out totals, right? So irrespective, whenever you look at your tax related documents, you want to make sure that you are utilizing the software or utilizing the tools, whether it be like office supplies or something that you are paying for, because it's too easy to sort of stack those things up, especially when there's a company that has a sale on like printed materials and you stack them up, but you aren't necessarily using them to mail something out, as an example. So make sure that you're using the tax write-offs that you have for your business. We want to make sure that you're just evaluating that on a yearly basis, whether it be now or, like I said, my bangs are driving me nuts, in March or so. And again, make sure to write off Sell with Amy Pro for sure. And then lastly, how to ensure your Q1 of 2022 will be off to a great start. This is the best part. If you're doing small daily actions within Sell with Amy, and you're taking a look, so as an example, you can see, look at the goose eggs I have here within the app. I've not been diving into the app, and that's obvious based on my personal dashboard. The numbers don't lie, friends. I have completed 5 to-dos. However, I've not actually sent any messages. So maybe I just hit complete instead of actually sending a message out to those 5 individuals. That's not an ideal situation, right? If you're just saying complete to wipe it clear and to clear your notifications, that's not an ideal situation. And And this is intended to be your guidepost, if you will. This is intended to be sort of real with you. So that way, no one, your upline can't see this unless you share it with them. They may ask if you use Amy, can you share your personal dash? So that way we can have a conversation about what you can do to achieve the goals that you set, right? For 2021 or for 2022. Small daily actions are going to help you with that. Jacqueline says, I'm getting started here soon to make sure you have it all done and don't stress once tax time hits. Yes, that's the goal, right? It's yours is all zeros at the bottom. So Jacqueline, I'd love to be able to dive in. I presume when you say the bottom, and I want to make sure I'm pointing in the right spot, you're speaking to probably storefront link views, storefront posts, and collections. Maybe that's what it is. This isn't going to work. So right here, if your zeros are all here, it means that you're not sharing links from within Sell with Amy out to your socials or to wherever, or to your customers. It doesn't even have to be to socials, right? So if you're not sending people to your storefront, or you're not using your storefront link anywhere, using your storefront link in parties is the best way ever. It's incredible. Then you're not going to have those link views. You're not going to have tagged post is if you have Instagram tied to the storefront. Okay, so if you don't have Instagram, then this part is not, you're not going to have tagged posts. But down here, collections, you can absolutely have a storefront with incredible collections that makes it so much easier for your customers to be able to shop from you, and it ensures that you're getting visibility into whether or not those collections are working. So in this case, I've clearly not shared anything out. But if I were to go ahead and go to the storefront, to do that, you're going to go to the account tab, you're going to go to collections, and you're going to go ahead and go on storefront. You can also do all, like you're using collections for party purposes for our friends who are in party planning companies. So you can go here and you can either copy the link, or you can just view the collection, and you can go ahead and share this with your friends. In this situation, of course, I would share with friends that have teens and tweens, and so I would share that with them and give them an opportunity to have a collection of items that you know will be a hit, right? So again, as we're approaching the end of the holiday shipping season, you want to make sure to utilize these collections. Now, I did just take a peek at my in my collection. So anytime you click into it as well, it's going to generate some views. Of course it is. Oh, just kidding. It's not there yet. Sometimes it takes a little bit to upload in terms of views and visibility. So there it is. See, it's like magic. But I clicked into that. I did not click into any links, but if you share this in your VIP group, you're going to be able to see the views. If it's something that's engaging and that your customers are interested in, you're going to get views, and then people will click into products. Again, you're making it easy for them to provide that. Jacqueline says, yes, exactly that. Perfect. So wrapping this up, we're going to not feel a little bit of doom, right? Instead, we recognize that there's still 20 days and 23 days left in December. We recognize there's time to start to sort and organize, but more importantly, we really, really want to take small bite-sized steps each day. So Jacqueline says she's still learning the collection. She'll definitely have to do that. So like a 5 to 10 minute step would be to search within our help portal. I'm going to go to the account tab and the resource hub. If you ever want to look into a specific thing within Amy, you can go to the help portal and you can search for collections. And you can do a deep dive into all the training and things available here. So spend 5 to 10 minutes. Now this video is 6 minutes long if you want to watch the whole video, or you can just look at the written instructions for our friends who prefer written instructions. So just a few things that you can do. Spend just a few minutes a day on your business, just a few. And obviously start connecting with your customers now that have purchased from you these last 3 months, so that way you can set up your Q1 2022 for success, right? You want to set up, there's a rule, everything you do today will impact your business 90 days from now. And so we want to think in terms of quarters. You want to make sure that you recognize this is the end of Q4. We want to set up our Q1, the end of Q1 for success by making sure that we're doing small daily actions today and carrying that into the new year. So I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. I will definitely be cheering you on then, because I don't remember if there's another one before. There might be another live before the end of the year, but we're getting very close to the point where there won't be lives for a few weeks. So I ask any questions you have below. Happy to answer them even after the fact. And I look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks, friends.